Introducing first in the corner to my right, from Charlotte, North Carolina, Tessa Blanchard! Her opponent in the corner to my left hails from Paducah, Kentucky. Weighing in tonight at 190 pounds, he is the future of fight, Ricochet!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lex Tan, and I'm going to be bringing you some great wrestling action here from Beyond Wrestling. An intergender matchup here between Ricochet in the red trunks to your right, and Tessa Blanchard wearing black to your left. And there's the bell. Here we go. Two great young, rising superstar wrestlers making their names currently in other promotions. Tessa Blanchard in Impact Wrestling, Ricochet in WWE as they lock horns for the first time in the matchup. Ricochet forcing Tessa over to the ropes and opening her arms and leaving her there. Tessa doesn't look like she liked that a little bit, but they started off this matchup with some smiles on their faces, and looks like the smiles are persisting as Ricochet and her lock up again. Ricochet forcing Tessa over to the ropes one more time and wrapping her arms around the ropes. Oh, tap again. And oh! Tessa didn't like that. Ricochet stealing a smooch there. Oh! And you gotta believe that Ricochet deserved that slap to the face from Tessa after that smooch got stolen there. Great leapfrog there by Ricochet. Good counter by Blanchard. Pushing Ricochet away, and oh! Ricochet with the shoulder tackle, taking Tessa Blanchard down. More good counters there. Another counter by Ricochet, picking up Tessa. Ooh, great counter into that Hurricane Rana by Blanchard. Blanchard getting picked up again by Ricochet. Oh, great counter again by Blanchard into that arm drag. Here's the cover, and Ricochet kicks out to the count of one. Ricochet now picking up Blanchard. And now, oh, great twisting counter there by Tessa Blanchard into their arm drag, and the momentum forcing Ricochet outside the ring. Landed on his feet outside the ring, however, and he's taking a breather over in that stage area where the audience VIP section is set up. After that flurry and exchange of offense. Little smile on Ricochet's face right now as he interacts with the crowd. Now he rolls himself back into the ring, but ooh, Tessa not giving him any time to rest and recover, and just going at him with forearms to the back. That's like 4 or 5 forearms to the back already. And now Ricochet holding on to those ropes for dear life. Oh! Did you hear the impact of that forearm by Blanchard onto the face of Ricochet? And now Ricochet picking up Blanchard into a dirty dancing sort of pose. And oh, what a feeling it was to fall from 6 feet up in the air onto that unforgiving Beyond Wrestling ring mat. Tessa Blanchard reeling off to that one. And no, Tessa, even in pain, still able to kick out at the count of one. And now Ricochet rolling Tessa toward him, and now locking in a textbook camel clutch, breaking the abdomen, particularly the back of Tessa. And Tessa trying to use the strength that she's got, and she's got a lot of it, to reach that ring rope, and she does get there to the bottom rope. Ricochet breaking up the hold before the referee able to count. Ricochet in control here right now, twisting the arms, see what he's gonna do. And now Tessa Blanchard, locked by Ricochet, draped over his back in a modified abdominal stretch. And now, adding a little bit of insult to injury, Ricochet locking his legs around the left arm of Blanchard right now, in total control, and just unceremoniously drops her down to the mat. Here's the cover. There's 2. And that's all Ricochet's gonna get. A 2 count. Now Ricochet locking his legs around the abdomen of Blanchard. Of course, for any athlete, the key to your strength and your endurance is your ability to breathe and to take oxygen in, and Ricochet trying to cut that off over here. Blanchard not having any of Ricochet's comments as he's trying to get to the bottom rope there to break up this hold one more time. And now Ricochet breaking it up at the count of 2. See Tessa favoring that left arm. And Ricochet not fazed by that forearm to the gut there. And a delayed scoop slam, dropping Tessa in the middle of the ring, and look who Ricochet is channeling, the most electrifying man and the most electrifying setup in all of sports and entertainment. Going into a standing moonsault, but nobody home for Ricochet. Blanchard bouncing off the ropes, trying to get the momentum back, but now Ricochet catches her and puts her in a headlock. And Tessa Blanchard a little bit farther away from the ring ropes than she'd like to be. Ricochet locking that headlock a little bit tighter at the moment, so Tessa doesn't look like she can get to that bottom rope right now. Her only chance is to get up to her feet, and she does get up to her feet, trying to get to a vertical base. Pump handle elbow to the gut of Ricochet. Another pump handle elbow to the gut of Ricochet, and now Tessa breaking out of that, and then Ricochet catching her again, but counters it into a stunner, does Blanchard. Blanchard off the second rope into a bulldog, and Ricochet having to roll out of the ring after that powerful, powerful bulldog sent him rolling out of the ring, and now Tessa up on the turnbuckle, up on the second rope. She jumps. Oh! Tried to go for that Hurricane Rana. She got just enough of it to send Ricochet flying to the other side, very, very close to that VIP audience area of the stage and the stanchion. But now both Blanchard and Ricochet a little spent from all the offense that they've exchanged with each other. The count right now by the referee up at 6. And now Ricochet rolled into the ring by Blanchard. Blanchard using the steps to get back into the ring and stops the referee's count at 9. Blanchard now with some more forearms to the back of Ricochet. Oh! What an elbow! What an elbow to the face of Blanchard. Ricochet throwing Blanchard into the ropes, swirling around and into a submission hold of her own, reminiscent of AJ Lee of the WWE. Ricochet not allowing her to cinch it in all the way, however. Counters it, rolling her around. Trying to go for that sunset flip into a pin, and now a little bit of a setup there, actually, to rake the back of the neck of Ricochet, as well as stretch out the shoulders of Ricochet. Her second submission hold here, and Ricochet trying to get himself over to the bottom ropes and able to get the toe of his boot onto that bottom rope there, and Blanchard breaking up the hold at the count of 3. Blanchard getting a little bit of a breather. And Blanchard taunting Ricochet to get up. Trying to go for that bulldog one more time, but Ricochet catching Blanchard into a tilt-a-whirl powerbomb. There's the cover, there's 2. And Ricochet almost had that one. Tilt-a-whirl powerbomb. You can see Blanchard favoring the back of her head. Now Ricochet picking up Blanchard again. Nice counter by Blanchard, trying to go for the sunset flip. Countered by Ricochet. Picking her up, trying to go for a big suplex. Blanchard fights out of it, and then the forearm to the face. Bouncing off the ropes. Oh, and a great cutter there by Ricochet into a running shooting star press. There's the cover. There's two. And Ricochet unable to keep Blanchard down for a complete three after a cutter and a running shooting star press. However, Blanchard needing the ropes to get back up to a vertical base. Ricochet blowing a kiss, and oh! Ricochet is bouncing off of the turnbuckle, and Blanchard again going for another forearm to the face of Ricochet. Ricochet now having to hold the ropes to keep himself in a vertical base. Oh! Oh, beautiful Tiger Fake kick 619 by Ricochet off the top rope. Nobody home there. Picking up Blanchard one more time. Canadian Destroyer! Great counter there by Blanchard into a Canadian Destroyer. She almost had this matchup won, but Ricochet kicking out the count of two. And the Beyond Wrestling crowd here appreciating all of the action, the heart, the grit of these two great wrestlers. Ricochet to your right, Blanchard to your left, trying to get to the vertical base first. And now, after that big forearm there by Blanchard, Ricochet doesn't want to return the favor. And you can hear Blanchard say, "Come on, honey, hit me." She doesn't want to be treated as a gentleman would treat a lady. She wants to be treated as a competitor in this moment over here. And another forearm to the face, and Ricochet hesitant to do anything about it. Hesitant to answer back, and he goes for the super kick up on her shoulders. Oh, great counter there by Blanchard. Ricochet reeling after that one. Ricochet picking her up. Oh! Great counter into a DDT. And not enough yet for Blanchard to get the 1-2-3. Tessa Blanchard beside herself, trying to figure out what she has to do to keep Ricochet, the future of Fight, down for the 1-2-3. And Blanchard again taunting Ricochet, and delivers another forearm. And another forearm. And more taunting. And just... Oh my goodness! A flying running knee by Ricochet! Great suplex there into the cover, but doesn't go for the cover. Picking her up again into a suplex. Great moves there by Ricochet, and not enough again to keep Blanchard down for the 1-2-3. Blanchard being picked up again by Ricochet. Here's the setup, lifting her up again into a fisherman suplex. There's the cover. There's a 2 count, and Blanchard still will not stay down. Ricochet backpedaling to the turnbuckle, and you can see the shock on his face right now. What does he have to do? He's thinking to keep Tessa Blanchard down, and you can hear the Beyond Wrestling crowd cheering on Tessa Blanchard for her agility and her heart to keep this matchup going and try to get the win. Ricochet off the top rope, shooting star press, nobody home. And that might be the opening that Tessa needs to take control of this matchup once and for all. Tessa having to drape herself, have to lift herself using the ropes. Great pin there by Tessa. Here's the cover. Kick out by Ricochet. Ricochet again. Great roll up there by Blanchard. And again, Ricochet kicking out to the count of 2. Oh! And a brogue kick by Ricochet into the fireman's carry. Oh, great counter there by Tessa. Up on the shoulders. Into a Canadian Destroyer pin. There's the cover. And that's 3. And Tessa Blanchard in a state of shock right now. after getting the 3 count after that Canadian Destroyer counter pin. And the crowd here in Beyond Wrestling cheering Tessa Blanchard on. And you can see Ricochet down by the ropes, devastated, hands on his face. As an athlete, you go into every single matchup believing that you will be the victor, and you're devastated when you're not. And Blanchard, great show of respect, embracing Ricochet, congratulating him on a great match and lifting his arm. Ricochet returning the favor to Blanchard and looking for an embrace, but looks like he wants to go for cheap rock bottom. Great counter there by Blanchard. Blanchard! Stone Cold Stunner! Ricochet still back up on his feet, and now Stunner again, turning Ricochet inside out. And the referee telling Blanchard, it's over. Ricochet looking like he doesn't know what hit him. Now it looks like Ricochet is coming to, and Blanchard trying to comfort Ricochet over here as he looks like he's feeling a little embarrassed after trying to get a cheap rock bottom in on the daughter of Tully. Now Ricochet back up to his feet and gives Tessa a little bit of a smooch and a little bit of an embrace. Great sportsmanship now, at least, shown by both of these two competitors, two of these great young superstars. Thank you for joining me. I'm Lex Tan.